Hi everyone, it's Nancy Cast Tarot and Spirituality, and today is Sunday. It is July 5th. It's July 5th. We had the whole July 4th thing going on yesterday. Today is July 5th, 2026. I'm recording this for Monday, for Monday's post. Now, I have been gone for quite a long time. Interrupted by life, relocated. I'm here in my new apartment. It's really nice. All the trees out there. I've got beautiful trees out there. And many of you know I dabble in astrology. I say dabble because I'm a Gemini, I'm not an astrologer. But anybody that dabbles in astrology, even if you don't, you might know that Mercury is retrograde. So when Mercury is retrograde, we get an opportunity to review things, reinvest, reinvent, rediscover, renew. And I am going to take this time now to relaunch my YouTube channel, Nancy Cast Tarot and Spirituality. And in doing so, I would like to, being it's the first Monday of the month of July 2026, I would like to bring back the Mineral Monday segment. And the mineral I would like to talk about is amethyst. And have I got a story for you? Okay. Amethyst is the birthstone of February people, and it is a quartz crystal. It's a quartz crystal that has purple coloring, and the coloring can be from a very delicate lilac color to a very, very vivid purple. And I think you could see in my necklace here, I'll even take it off. I think you could see in my necklace here the variations in coloring in the stone. There are some really, really lovely lilac and light lavender stones, and then there are some really, really beautiful deep purple stones. But this is a chip necklace, and I'm also wearing a beautiful faceted teardrop uh, in a medium. I think I would say a medium kind of color, purple. Um, So that's the color variation that you're going to find with amethyst. But as I said before, it is in the quartz crystal group of stones. Um, it's a very prolific stone. It's found in many different places in the U.S. and Mexico. But the best amethyst, even India, the best amethyst you're going to find is coming out of Brazil and Uruguay in South America. As a matter of fact, up until the 1800s, amethyst was known to be a very rare, expensive stone, right up there with rubies and sapphires that were used in jewelry in Egypt and in the kings and queens. They wanted amethyst in their headpieces and in their jewelry. So in the 1800s, a mine was discovered in Brazil, and that mine opened up a whole new avenue for people to get their hands on amethyst. Now, let me show you some other pieces besides what I have here. Oh, by the way, it's a number 7 on the Mohs scale of hardness. Being that it's a number 7, the scale goes from 1 to 10, diamond being 10. I think talc um, is a number 1, talc. Um, but 7 is a good hardness, so it's a sturdy stone, so it holds up well in jewelry. You could see in my big honkin' amethyst ring, I could wear this and knock it around, and it stays in pretty good shape. This ring also has 2 sweet little amethyst stones that are faceted, and so sometimes you get a little sparkle out of that. I just really, really enjoy the color purple. Okay, what else do I have to tell you about amethyst? Let me tell you now about the Greek myth about amethyst. Amethyst was, she was a virgin maiden in Greece, and she was going to pray at the temple of Diana. Um, and she was intercepted by Dionysus, also known as Bacchus, the god of wine and drinking and merriment. And he took a fancy to this maiden, and her name was Amethyst. He took a fancy to her, and he pursued her, and she was rebuking him and rebuking him, and he got kind of furious. He wasn't happy about that, so he sent two tigers upon her. And just as the tigers were ready to to um, hurt her, Diana herself intercepted. She intercepted Amethyst and protected her in a pillar of quartz crystal. And upon doing so, Dionysus realized what he had done and realized that his intent to hurt this young woman was not a good thing. And in doing so, he took his wine and he poured the wine all over the crystal, as if to say, I give up, you know. And it turned the crystal purple. So that's how amethyst came to get the color purple. Now, the amethyst stone is known as a stone of protection because it was Diana that offered the protection to amethyst in protecting her in the quartz crystal. The color comes really not from wine, obviously. The color comes from when the crystal stone is in the earth, it gets irradiated, heated up. And if iron ore is present, it's that iron ore that gives its color. And I'm going to show you an example now. Okay, here's what a clear crystal looks like, right? Okay, we all have seen that. We all know what that looks like. Here is a geode. This is a geode, and it starts out, as a great big ball. When you cut it in half, you get the inside. So now this is your clear stone on the inside. I don't know if you can tell, but the stones inside the geo are a very, very, very faint pink amethyst. Maybe if they would have stayed in the ground a little bit longer, they would have turned darker. But you've also seen geodes that are very, very big and that deep, 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 deep purple color. Those are really exquisite and also very expensive. This one, not so much. So here's how a little piece would come out of the ground. You could see this one has a little bit of a darker pink. So here's a little piece of geode that that I came upon, and here is also another piece of amethyst geode. You can see that here the amethyst color is getting even darker still, right? What's whatever your preference. I happen to like lilac and lavender color. I like those colors, so I don't mind that some of the jewelry that I wear is of a lighter color, or some of the stones that I have is of a lighter color. I like it all. Truth be told, I really like it all. Here I have a bracelet of amethyst, and this bracelet is accented with another stone called blue apatite. And I really, really enjoy wearing this one. And here's another nice piece. This is nice also. It's a big honkin' piece of jewelry. It's a bracelet, and the stones are much larger. And you could still see that the color variations are beautiful. This stone here, this is a chevron amethyst. It's I have another one. So the chevron amethyst has distinct markings of clear crystal going through with the amethyst, and these of course are tumbled, and I believe that these here are chevron stones because you can see the striations of the white clear crystal in the stones. That's all the amethyst I have to show you. Now, besides protection, amethyst is a stone of the third eye, which is the uh, fifth, sixth chakra. Okay. Okay. So it's the stone of the sixth chakra. Now, the third eye is where our intuition comes in. So this is also a stone of that helps with clarity, with clear thinking and clear seeing and clear knowing. Because if you could keep your third eye open, and isn't it interesting that she's associated with preventing people from becoming intoxicated? Because if you're intoxicated, your third eye is not open. You're all sleepy and dreamy and that kind of thing. But if you carry your amethyst with you, or you hold on to your amethyst while you're meditating, then that will help keep your third eye open and keep the channel to the divine open so that you can get some downloads and insights and revelations. So that's what I have to say about amethyst. I hope you find that interesting. I love the Greek myth that goes along with that. And yeah, enjoy it. February birthstone, and enjoy the color purple. All right. In closing, I would like to pull an oracle card, and I have a deck here by Kyle Gray, our Scottish boy, Kyle Gray. Kyle Gray. I love to say that, Kyle Gray. This is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. I love this deck. Really, really, really well done. And the pictures are also fabulous. So I'm going to shuffle up and let's get a message. What does Spirit want to tell us about the month of July? Let's just get a message for the collective for the month of July, and then we'll see. Okay, not feeling it. These cards, I have little hands, and these cards are very big. So bear with me a minute here, if you will. Okay, I'm going with this one. Okay. Time for the glasses. Even my glasses are purple. Yeah. Direction Guardian. Choose your path. Okay, I'm not familiar with this card, but let's take a deep dive. And in the card, we have an angel, we have an eagle, we have a lion, and we have a bull. Okay. We'll go into the book because I can't recognize these things. I mean, memorize, right? We don't memorize. We just study and learn. Okay, so this is in the grouping called, all right, it's a Direction Guardian. He's got the book, it's not alphabetized, so bear with me. Page 96. Okay. So in the grouping called Guardians and Messengers. Okay, 96. Choose your path. Connect with your deepest desires, then choose the path that will make your heart and soul sing. Now remember, this is for the month of July. The Direction Guardian card represents the angels of direction. Okay. These amazing angels are the ones who come to us when we are at a crossroad and don't know which way to go. When we are unsure of what is right for us or of the bigger picture, they can help us know what is best for all involved. The Direction Guardian card refers to the vision of the Hebrew prophet Ezekiel, who was said to have an angel with 4 different faces. One was a lion, One was a child or cherub, one was a bull, and one was an eagle. So let me say that again. So we have a cherub, a bull, a lion, and an eagle. Okay. These four faces show us that angels can appear in many guise and guide us in many different directions, but always for our highest good, always for our highest good. And I might remind you, if you're needing help, call out to the angels. I sometimes just put my hand on my heart and say, Archangel Michael. Or when I can't find something I'm looking for, you know, Archangel, I think it's Raziel or Saint Anthony. We need help. We need help down here on earth. It's not a picnic down here. Your path isn't set in stone, and your angels and your guides have no expectations for you, nor should you have any for yourself. There are many directions you can take. None of them is wrong. They all hold perfect opportunities to grow and to learn. But life is to be enjoyed and savored. So, if you know that there's a direction to be made, and particularly if you are feeling indecisive, choose the path you know is going to make you light up, and choose with your heart. So, a good message for us as we go into the month of July, which of course sets us uh, on the downward trip to 2026. We're on the back end of 2026 now. Set your intention and know what you want. If you don't know what you want, call on the angels to help and assist you, but by all means, follow your heart. Okay, I think that's enough for today. Carpe diem. I will be back next Monday with another message of who knows what. And be good to each other. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. And carpe diem. Okay? And remember, always lead with love. All right, that's all I have for today, people. Stay safe, stay cool, and I'll see you in about a week's time. Thank you. All righty, bye.